Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 12th, 2025, and I am finally back in the Smokies. This morning, I'm starting off with Wet Bottoms Trail. The trailhead is in Cades Cove, and it's actually at the Abrams Falls trailhead. And it's a little loop that I won't say runs along the road, but pretty close to the road. In fact, there are actually two different places that you can pull off to hike this. And what I did was I went past the first one, which is just a pull off, so maybe a car or two. And I went down to the Abrams Falls trailhead parking lot. There is a pit toilet there, which is nice. And it's a much bigger parking lot. And I'm making a loop. So I'm headed to Cooper Road Trail, and there's a 0.2 that I have to take to the road and back, and then I'm heading down Cooper Road about 5.7 miles. Hang on, I have a blowdown to go under. Yeah, the blowdowns are already fierce, and I'm like 0.42 in, I guess. Anyway, and now I've lost the trail. Okay, I just got to this point in the Wet Bottoms Trail, but I had to get to it by road because I lost the trail somewhere. Here is the sign that if you didn't lose the trail, you would come out to. Just in case you can't see it, the top one says the rest of Wet Bottom to the left, and then the second one says the other Wet Bottom back where I first showed you, and you also pass by the Elijah Oliver house. I'm going to continue on. I have gone more miles, and I've gone through trails that were made, and I ended up on the wrong side of the creek, it looks like. And I had heard people say that it was really hard to follow. So I was right alongside the trail, but I was on the other side of the creek. And then finally, it was getting so hard to get through, very muddy, and of course there was no trail, so I was bushwhacking. So I decided to just step out on the road and finish it out there. And I walked on the road maybe 500 feet. I'm not real sure. So I think I'll still count it, because even though I was blazing my own trail, I was running right alongside the trail, just on the other side of the creek. And there was a trail for the majority of it. And, you know, at times you could tell that it was very overgrown, but then it would widen out almost like this. I am a little rusty on all of this. I haven't, as you know, shot any videos or done any vlogs in the year and a half that I've been off trail. So please excuse me if I forget some things, or, you know, I still remember my original mission, which is to show you the trail, show you the conditions of the trail, show you the junctions, and help you, especially those who are far away, plan out your 900-miler. All right, I made it to the junction. Now I'll do that 0.2 and come back and then finish off Beard Cane. I did parts of Beard Cane 2 years ago, something like that, a little over 2 years ago. I have that little section of Cades Cove, but that's all I have of Cades Cove. So I'm hoping this weekend I can get all but one little loop. All right, we're coming up to the trailhead of Cooper Road in Cades Cove. Right across the street there is the parking pullout. That's where you pull out if you wanted to do this as an out and back, or if you wanted to do it in the reverse that I'm doing it. So I'm gonna head up the road here for a bit. It's gonna be an old roadbed for a while. And it looked where I came out of the junction to be uphill, but it's not a bad uphill. It's like an easy grade uphill. So what? I will catch you in a little bit. But that was a struggle. I don't know if it was because there are 3 major uphill sections and that third one was longer, or it's just, I'm just tired. But that last hill did me, and it went on forever. And my GPS is off, so I kept thinking I was here, but I wasn't. Thankfully, I do have some downhill now. I don't know how much, but it sure doesn't look downhill from here. I probably should reserve this to the end of this loop, but I think I did this the wrong way. So I'll get back with you on that. Well, that 2.8 section went much faster. That was a nice hike. I've tried to record this 3 times. Well, this is my 3rd time, and I think I'm actually recording it. I am just not doing well on the content, guys. I'm sorry. But, in fact, I think I missed most of the signs back there. You got the gist in the top part. I am headed to Abrams Falls with 1.9 miles to go. And then after that, it's like 2 point something. If I can see this crossing coming up, I believe it's Abrams Creek, and it's the big crossing that sometimes you can't cross. So if I get close enough to it, I might go down there and check it out. I can hear it. I'm not sure if you can. Okay, here is the junction. If you were going to Rabbit, is it Rabbit Creek? Hannah Mountain Rabbit Creek Trail 1.9. I'm not going that way. I'm going to Abrams Falls in 1.7. But I do want to show you this. Let me get closer. I'm doing great. How are you? Oh my gosh. I can't believe how sweaty it's been. Where'd you come from? It's so funny when you get to a section that is highly populated and has a lot of touristy hikers on it. It flattens out, it widens, there's mulch laid. Pretty nice. Okay, so I am past Abrams Falls. There were just way too many people there. I could not film. I didn't even get to the falls. I crossed the first bridge and there were just too many people. So, and I'm worn out. I will admit, because I am a stubborn person, that I bit off more than I could chew doing these 13.7 or 8 miles. I mean, I'm fine. I'm on the home stretch. I've got probably about 1.5 miles left, but I was wanting to hike tomorrow, and I'm not so sure that I have the energy. I'm still battling some symptoms, that I can't get to go away. And again, I'll tell you about that later. I don't want to make this too long, but I just wanted you to know I am past the falls. I'm sorry that I didn't get any video. There was just like tons of people there, and then there's nobody right here. So anyway, I will catch you down trail. Hi guys. Obviously the way this video turned out is not my typical video, and I once again apologize for that. That I was going to try to get the sign on the way out, and it was pouring down rain. It was lightning all around us, like within a mile, 2 lightning strikes. People were running. It was crazy. My muscles feel great. I have been able to lift weights and do certain things, walk with a weighted vest. I'm using kettlebells, and my muscles feel great. I am hopeful after today. Today was successful, even though I felt like I am not back to where I should be. We are definitely making strides. So I am excited to see how tomorrow turns out, whatever we choose to do. And of course, I will record that, and hopefully I'll do a better job at it. I was just a little discombobulated. Is that a word? And I know y'all will forgive me. And to anybody who's watching these, not in order, but for your map, if you have any questions about anything that I didn't show, because there's going to be, as you see, there's going to be a lot that I didn't show, just let me know. And I will do my best to help you out. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Take care.